the IRC channel as per usual, and hopefully we will be twitching. Are we twitching yet, or is it just?
Yes, we are twitching. Currently, we are twitching a menu that says you can't log into the game, but we are twitching.
Oh,
what I'm not
right.
sure is, I'm not sure if we're going out over the radio, because the radio people are telling me they can't hear it. But I can't see any reason why I shouldn't be broadcasting. No, we are definitely broadcasting. I might tell them to F5 just in case there's an issue.
I so thought you were going somewhere else with that F.
Yes. Yes. Keep it clean. So, as everybody is well aware, 2.2 has dropped, and we will come along to that momentarily. But in the meantime, I do believe, Mr. Jarvis, you've had quite an interesting couple of weeks since Lave Radio was last on.
Yeah, absolutely. Escape Velocity Series 3 started back on the 11th. So what I'm doing with this series of Escape Velocity is I kind of want because I grew up with the weekly sci-fi show, like Doctor Who or Blake 7 or whatever, and I quite like episode. I know people watch stuff online now and people tend to binge stuff, and that's absolutely fine. I do it myself, but I like the idea of something coming out on a kind of regular basis and being kind of like an event. So what we're doing is at 9 p.m. on Sunday nights we're premiering the new episodes. I can't quite get episodes out weekly. I'm not that good, but I'm trying to do them fortnightly. So theoretically, fingers crossed, unless I have any more hardware scares like I did today, we will be go for episode 2 of series 3 this Sunday night. And I'm just really trying to sort out everything because I've been working on stuff for so long, and it's nice to actually now be finally releasing stuff, because obviously Chaos Reborn, the audio drama, is now done, and you can pre-order that through radiotheatreworkshop.com, and also on there we've got t-shirts and mugs for Escape Velocity, if swag is your thing. Honestly, the t-shirts and mugs aren't the best way to raise money for Escape Velocity, because actually the margins are very bad. They are really just there for people who want Escape Velocity t-shirts or mugs. But yeah, again, I said it at the beginning of the broadcast on Escape Velocity, and I will keep saying it, a massive, massive thank you to all of the patrons who support Escape Velocity through patreon.com. It's absolutely fantastic, and the show wouldn't be here without them. So I've had some really good feedback about episode 1, which is really good, because obviously it's been a while since I've produced an Escape Velocity episode, and I think my writing has changed and my style of production has changed, so there's always a danger that you're going to come back to it and it's going to be too wildly different. And I think I did do some new things and some more experimental things in this episode, and which I'll be continuing to do throughout the series, and hopefully it'll continue to work and people will continue to enjoy it.
Well, after that eventful summary, Ben, what have you been up to this week?
In game, I've mainly been flying around the Sagittarius A. So yeah, I went off and I did the little jump from Jacques to Sagittarius A, that was a nice little, just quick little 11,000 light year jump, and lots of nice little neutron stars, lots of fun getting there. And then when I got there, I never ever knew that Sag A was actually a binary system. We've all got we all know that there's Sagittarius A there, and that's great. But there is also I think it's a class, I think it's a type B star, a great big white, white star there as well, called Source 2. And I never knew that was there.
Right. So basically, exploring has been your thing for the last 2 weeks. Yeah,
about the last month, to be honest.
Fair enough. So, Commander Marshall, since we've had you on, quite a lot has happened. But what have you been up to lately?
I took part in the Hutton anniversary run on Monday with Hutton Trackers and some Paladins as well.
Oh dear. I think
Oh, that doesn't sound
No,
good.
I think he's been dragged into the Sagittarius A by the
I think
sounds
so.
of it.
I think so.
Yes.
Um,
Can you hear us? Come in, bleep once.
It appears
Oh,
to be
dear.
your bandwidth rather than your audio hardware.
Where would we be without wonderful technical issues?
Can you hear me now?
We can hear you now.
Lovely.
And then we can't. Oh dear. Well, in the meantime,
In the
let's
meantime, I have a
see.
spinning orange ship, so I'm
You have-
getting further.
You're lucky
getting
you.
closer.
My beta download just dies. For some reason, it just says I cannot download this. The file is corrupt, or I don't have access to the directory. So basically, I don't think Guardians likes my machine at all. So, but what
I
I've been
had
up
one
to-
file. I had one file it did that on, and I have to say, Frontier support and Zach were absolutely fantastic. I managed to sort it out. They basically Frontier support sent me the file that was that the installer couldn't install, and I put it in the folder, and after that, it just worked. It was great.
Oh, right.
So the problem I then had was that actually in trying to get into the game, I'd get the spinning orange ship, and then it would just crash the desktop. But actually, the latest update has fixed that, I think. Although now I can't get into the servers, but I have been in once, so I do know that theoretically it works.
Yeah, well, at the moment I'm in the process of deleting the beta directory and trying to reinstall, but not having any luck. In the meantime, for the last couple of weeks, I have been trying out a new way of using virtual reality in Elite Dangerous. Well, an alternative way of using virtual reality in Elite Dangerous, because there is now two alternatives to the Oculus Rift and the Vive, in the form of Trinus, which I've demoed before, and the new thing on the block called a RiftCat. Obviously, I'll be showing those off at Top Shift at some point, but let me just say, I've now got massive marks around my eyes where of some badly misshapen VR headsets have been forced onto my face. So I think one of the things to take away from this is make sure that the headset is comfortable. You don't want to have permanent swimming goggles. Mr. Can you hear us? I think he has been swallowed by the black hole.
Colin, I'm wondering if the issue is actually my internet, because I'm hosting the Skype call, and my internet is kind of pants. So it might well be my fault.
Don't leave me this way. You need to kill the call, aren't you?
Well, we can try somebody else calling.
Okay, I'll hang up and we will be back in 2 minutes.
Oh, you couldn't talk while I find an advert. Okay, so it's
Oh,
me
oh.
soloing.
Okay,
for
we
a
can
while.
find an
Well,
advert.
hang
No,
on a sec.
it's good. I can't really talk, because all I've got to do is fly to Shinra to Desra. So let me just find you guys an advert then.
That
I
would
seem
be
to have
good.
closed all my instances of Explorer, which isn't terribly helpful. So that would include the one that has all the adverts in. Okay, let's do this.
Hi, I'm Trent Stephen Findless Jr., and I'm here to tell all you pilots about a great new service. Take a listen to my friend, Pete.
My name is Pete and I'm a long distance haulier. I drive a Puma shipping farm machinery from Leasty to Saweo. I love my family and I don't mind being a hard working blue collar dad, but I'm tired of seeing my family grow old in front of my eyes. Every time I make the run there and back I lose 15 days in hyperspace. My family is starting to notice that they're getting older and I'm not. My wife had a baby last week, did a week of shifts and now my kids got teeth. I wish there was some way my family could get old at the same speed as me.
There is, Pete.
How?
By buying into my new service, Findless Cryogenics. We aim to put the freeze on the premature aging of your family. The process is simple.
Our unique family centres allow you to drop off your loved ones on the way to work. Simply hire the number of cryogenic pods you need and keep your family asleep while you fly among the stars. We ensure synchronicity with your flight patterns so they spend the same time awake that you spend in the cockpit.
And when you get home, bingo! Your family is the same age as you. Never lose family time in hyperspace again. We guarantee that you'll never miss another birthday, anniversary, or funeral.
Wow, Trent, that sounds great. Where do I sign?
Simply put your credit card details into our special webpage under the hashtag WeFreezeYourLove. We'll take care of the amounts, no need to worry about that.
It's so simple. I can't wait to keep my family in a secure block of ice. It's a weight off my mind.
Finderlist Cryogenics, now at your local spaceport.
Finderlist Cryogenics, because the family that grows old together goes cold together.
Hi, I'm Trent Stephen Finderlist Jr., and I'm here to tell all you pilots about a great new service. Take a listen to my friend, Pete.
My name's Pete, and I'm a long-distance haulier. I drive a Puma, shipping farm machinery from Lave to Saweo. I love my family.
Apologies to people listening on the stream. I appear to be playing the same advert over and over again. We're just trying to get the Skype call back, and hopefully we have everybody back now. Do we have everyone back now?
I'm back.
I'm back.
Hello.
Am I back?
Well,
You're
it
back.
says you were
Yeah,
unable to
you're
join
back.
the call, but I can hear you, so there's that.
Oh, bloody Skype. Why? Why Skype? Oh, well, as we're all having a little bit of fun and games with the beta, one of the other interesting things that has happened in the last couple of weeks is that Frontier have dropped their financial results for the stock market. Now, has anybody been... Well, I mean, I've obviously looked through these. Has anybody been through these? Has anyone got any opinions of how Frontier are actually doing?
I think they're doing quite well. I mean, they've got... What's their other big game? Is it that roller coaster?
Planet Coaster.
Yeah,
Planet
Planet Coaster. So I think they're pouring a lot of money into that. And when is that released? Is that released? It's gone into beta. isn't
It's
it?
end of this year, so I think it's October, November, December this year, I believe.
Yeah, so they've got a big title coming up, and those type of casual. I don't know if I think that's probably a bit of the wrong thing saying it's a casual game, but it's games like that are quite popular. I know Roller Coaster Tycoon, the one that came out earlier in the year, was very popular. But Frontier's one looks even better. So
A lot of the people who play Roller Coaster Tycoon world say that Planet Coaster knocks it into the park.
yeah, so that's what I've been hearing as well.
What knocks it out of the amusement park, you mean?
Oh yeah, that knocks it out even into out
Yes.
of. So gets rid of it.
Well, I mean, overall, Frontier public results were 1.2 million in operating profit, which is down a quarter from the previous year. Total revenue is about the same at about 40 million, but there's a lot more of it coming in from self-publishing. There's 4 million in assets, which has gone up from the year before. 8.6 million in the bank. I would love to have 8.6 million in the bank.
I'd love to have 1 million in the bank.
But I mean, we've had a quick look over it. We reckon that that money from the bank's gone down from last year because of the development of Planet Coaster. But overall, I know quite a lot of independent developers who would kill for those kind of results because they are quite buoyant, and I think, and I don't know about you guys, but I think this bodes quite well for Elite Dangerous as long as Frontier are financially stable.
Yeah, I think so. And kind of on the techie side, I mean, they've got crowd technology that they're working on for Planet Coaster. So no doubt that'll be pulled possibly into Elite at some point when we actually get people walking about. So
Yeah, tell me that stuff isn't good. Well, it's all part of the Cobra engine, isn't it? So
yeah,
tell me it's not going to come into Elite Dangerous.
yeah. And if you Google the Cobra engine, a few years ago, Frontier were working on a Grand Theft Auto.
Yep.
A third
Oh,
Was that the Outsider?
The Outsider, yeah, that
That's
looks
it.
so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, that got pulled, I think, because Microsoft decided not to support it anymore.
Yeah.
But, I mean, a lot of the technology in the Outsider, I think, has been reused in Elite Dangerous, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's all not lost, you know. It's all.
It's all been reused. It's I think it's all a case of the knowledge hasn't been lost. It's all been reused in a later point. So yeah, that's always a good sign. I mean, moving on from there, I mean, we've quickly, it's a bit moot this, but we've also had the vote on the instant ship transfer, of which 39,000, almost 40,000 people voted. And let's just say, I think it was completely and utterly in favour of delays on the ship transfer. And we've already seen in 2.2 those delays come into effect, as well as some very, very high prices if you're moving big ships a massive distance. We'll just quickly touch on this one. I mean, has anybody got any thoughts after you've seen some of the quotes of the ship transfer in 2.2 so far?
I thought I've not looked at the nearby ship transfer costs, but I saw an example of getting I think it was a Federal Corvette from the bubble to Jax, and it was something like 7.7 billion credits. So
Yeah,
seven times 10 to the 9 credits.
So that's an
And it's
American
gonna
bill,
take-
then.
Yeah, which is why I swapped into exponential notation. And I think it's going to take about 2.5 days to actually get there.
I mean, that must be a pilot's taking it in shifts, serious shifts.
Yeah, they're on a rotor. Yeah.
Mm. Well, I think some people have taken. What's the shortest time someone's taken to get to Jax? I mean, I think it's under 8 hours, isn't it?
Really? What is that?
I'm sure. It's somebody in a heavily engineered explorer ship, but it took me 2 weeks to fly there, and somebody's done it in basically one gaming session.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah,
Oh.
and poor Psycho Cow's exploded en route.
Yes,
Did not make it.
that. No, he didn't make it. We'd like to salute Commander Psycho Cow and his Orca for completely and utterly failing to make it to Jax with the shortest ever hyperspace jump capable on that ship. So let that be a lesson to us all. Don't try it in an Orca unless you've got a massive jump drive. Oh dear. Well, I mean, we've obviously had 2 newsletters since we've been on air last, and I'm afraid to say all of the items in the newsletters have been basically superseded by what has happened today. So if nobody minds, I'll just skip over them unless there's a highlight that somebody would like to talk about.
Do we care about paint jobs?
Well, paint jobs are nice. There are new paint jobs that are there. If you like your paint jobs, there's obviously
we can get a yellow Federal assault ship and things like that. So, a banana assault ship's always good.
Yeah.
Yes, making an assault ship look even more like a cheese wedge. Yeah, that's what you really want. Oh no, Attack of the Gorgonzola or the Cheddar Slice.
Yeah.
That's why I like Imperial ships.
Okay,
Less
I
cheese.
don't quite know where to go with that.
But I suppose the big news we better discuss is Beta 2.2. Now, that dropped today. We've had
It's
Ed
out.
and it is out.
Not so you
Although-
notice.
Yeah, you wouldn't actually guess it from my luck so far. Yes, I'm afraid to say that yet again, it does appear that my update has failed at trying to copy over the Elite Dangerous 64.exe. So basically, I'm not going to get this working any point at all today. It's pretty obvious. So, those of you, is anybody else in?
I am currently in game, and I'm kitting out a beluga.
Oh, so you've got the big ship.
Yeah, I've picked up a beluga. I'm just getting some stuff in it to maybe make it livable with. I've put some fighters into it. I've put some passenger cabins into it. I've put some fuel scoops and things. Actually, I haven't got a fuel scoop. I need to get a fuel scoop. Yeah, I should get a fuel scoop on it. And I'm just, anyone who's watching my stream at the moment can see me just kitting that out, which probably doesn't look very exciting unless I flick into the front screen. But that's by the by. Oh, I don't know. Oh, that's nice. So I've just bought some fighters, and I just got a message saying, "Dear Commander Edelweiss, you have got no active crew, so I need to go and buy some crew people." So, yeah, I'm not going to talk you guys through doing that, but I'm going to go and do that just now, I suppose.
I mean, we've already had 2.21 been released, so we're already up to our first patch for.
And I'm pleased because that got me into the game, because I wasn't actually able to get in until that update.
Unfortunately, it just seems that that update there is where the Elite Dangerous Xe breaks. Before, it was breaking on one of the skimmer. It was breaking one of the skimmer textures. So I just no chance at all, really.
Sorry, can I just quickly jump in here? Actually, I've just gone off and hired Adeline Duncan, who is going to be my fighter pilot, and she's an expert. Cost me 150,000 credits, so that's fine. But her bio is, you probably can't tell from the accent, but I'm from Akanar. Couldn't wait to get out of that place and see the galaxy. When war came to my home system, it was flee or die. I didn't know about war in Akanar, but okay.
Yes, that's odd. But mind you, they've probably had war between the factions, haven't they?
Probably, but then she's going on to say, "I had to make a new start. I've completed the hut and run in record time, and I've got the mug to prove it too."
That's excellent.
Excellent.
Bit of labour in there.
That made me smile, and I thought,
"Oh, that's going to get Grant and Simon full of themselves, isn't it?"
I've just gone and screenshotted it for them.
Oh, good grief! We'll never hear the end of it now. So, which particular bit would everybody like to cover? I mean,
okay,
I know
I'd
that
like to
I'm
just put out a warning. If you go into outfitting to look at the livery, and you're clicking through the options to see what's different, don't click on the dashboard livery slots, because I've just gone into it and I am clicking on back like frantic, and it's not letting me out of the menu.
Oh so no, you're stuck with a bobblehead.
Yeah, stuck there.
I don't know if it won't let me leave until I click on buy game extras.
Yeah, that's it, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, everything. All of us has seen the absolute massive patch notes and update notes that came with 2.2 that Zach put out. I mean, I have a little game which you put all this stuff out, you put it into a text file, and you actually find out that the text file for the update is actually bigger than 32K, which was the size of the original game. So it just goes to show even the text files are bigger than the original.
That's really quite. I don't know if it's sad or if it's impressive that the patch notes are bigger than the original. I can't quite decide which I feel, but it's awesome, whatever it is.
So, Ben, have you had a chance to fly any of the fighters yet?
I have not even taken off yet.
Oh, right.
I was going to say, when Chris gets out, if he wishes, he and I can maybe wing up.
Yeah,
and
weirdly,
I clicked on.
Weirdly, I clicked on buy items, and when I did that, it let me out.
Oh, there you go.
So yeah, but of course. So if you want, Chris, you can watch and have a laugh at me trying to get a beluga out.
As it were, yeah. I'm trying to decide what to do, because I'm actually, because in my guise as Elias Thane, I am perpetually broke. And I've worked out that actually with my massive 7.4 million credits that I have, I can actually just about get into a beluga, but I wouldn't have any money left to put anything in it. So I don't know that it's necessarily a very good idea. Although there's something, isn't there? You can sell stored ships.
I don't know if that. Yeah, you can sell your stored ships.
Yeah. So
Yes.
I don't gain much for them.
You never do. I mean, that's the one thing about that I remember is that if you're actually selling a ship, go inside and strip the items out of it first.
Oh,
Yeah.
Because when you sell a ship, you lose 10%, and that will include 10% of the value of those modules. So you strip your ship down first, put in E-rated things all the way through, and then sell the ship for basically, and you lose the 10% on the E-rated modules, but you save on your A-rated modules, if you see what I mean. They are, so hint for everybody there, no charge.
So, Jarvis, I will send you a wing invite, shall I? And
Yeah.
Marshall, if you're in game, I can send you one as well.
I'm still having technical problems with it, keep crashing.
Okay.
If I can get in, I will join you.
Okay. Well, I've sent you a wing invite, Jarvis.
Yeah, I might get into a keelback and see what I can do with adding fighters to that.
Okay.
Yeah, well, you can, because the fighter bays are supported in the Corvette, the Cutter, the Anaconda, Type 9, Beluga, Federal Gunship, and Keelback. So you should be fine with that, Chris.
Yeah.
Although I did
noticed
notice this must be a bit of federal bias, I think.
There's only one
Is that-
Imperial ship in that, isn't there?
Exactly. I think Sandro's had a little bit of a hand in that, Ian.
And isn't Adam a Federal boy as well?
Yeah, I do get the impression that Michael Brooks is more leaning towards the Imperial side, but well, yeah.
Sorry, I'm flying over the top of my Beluga at the moment, and wow, the reflection on the glass roof is beautiful. Sorry,
I should say that. I mean,
it's
if
so
we're covering-
shiny.
Yeah, if we're covering all the features, there have been some things that have come up on my flight down here and on the stream, which are all kind of new. There's a new system transit screen that comes up. So when you click on a location you're going to jump to, it comes up with a little heads-up display on the display, and it tells you what kind of system it is you're
Who'd have
jumping
thunk
to
it?
and what your legal status is. So you won't accidentally jump somewhere you're wanted.
Well, that's
I
very
guess.
good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's cool.
And we can
Yeah,
cancel that
very
jump
useful.
now as well, can't we?
You can cancel jumps, yeah.
Yep.
And yeah, just also having then got to Shinrata Desra, I dropped in on what I assume is a tourist beacon. There was a little satellite that when you click on it, it gives you information in your messages tab, and it tells you all about the Elite Federation of Pilots and all about the Founders World. And that was kind of really interesting. So that's nice little. So I'm guessing that's part of the tourist missions to take people to those. But it's actually quite nice that even if you're not interested in doing tourist missions, you can visit those beacons and actually read up a bit of flavour text, you know, about what the. Because for me, that really expands the world of the game. That there'll be actual canon information kind of scattered around the galaxy. That's really cool. And then having got to Shinrata Desra, we've got the new system, the new station menus. They've had a bit of a reorganise.
Oh, right.
So what we've got, I don't know if you're watching the Twitch, but we've basically got, on the left-hand side, we have general services, which includes the old things like it's got the commodities market, the missions board, the contacts, universal cartographics, and they've also added to that the passenger lounge and the crew lounge. Then in the middle, you have a little greeting from the controlling faction's, computer-generated face, and a little Galnet summary at the bottom. And there's a little thing in the middle that says, "It's a pleasure to have you with us, Commander Elias Thane." I don't know why it's a pleasure. I don't think, in Escape Velocity, I don't think I've actually visited a station without killing somebody yet, have I? I don't know. And then on the right...
Or cutting your way out of it.
Or cutting my way out of it, yeah, absolutely. And then on the right-hand column, we've got a section which is completely dedicated to your ship. So there's a little thing showing you what your current ship is, I don't know, is that a shortcut to livery? Yeah, there's a shortcut to the livery changes. You've got the quick maintenance section under there. They've actually got rid of some of the refuel options. I think they probably realised that no one was using the refuel 10% button, so they've just got rid of it.
Is that in the advanced maintenance stuff? Yeah.
It might be in advanced maintenance. So then below that you've got outfitting, shipyard and advanced maintenance. And advanced maintenance contains the repair, restock and fuel store. Yeah, so refuel 10%'s disappeared into that. I've never used it. I don't know. Really
I've never used it.
No, I don't know anyone does, do they?
But that's quite nice. I don't think the shipyard has changed particularly. Other than the ship transfer. So it will cost
fairly
me
similar apart from that, yeah.
Yeah, so in beta I can see that it will cost me 3,000 credits and 21 minutes to get my Cobra Mark III to Shinra to Desra. It's interesting, I didn't manage to speak properly when you were talking about the poll. One of the things I thought was a bit odd, I kind of appreciate that there was a huge community backlash over the decision to have instant transfer. And I get it, and I'm in favour of a delay anyway. I just thought it was quite interesting that even though Frontier were quite adamant that this was their design decision and they were going to go with it, they then produced the poll before beta. And it kind of would have made sense to me to have said, well look, just have a look at it in beta and see if you like it or not, and then have the poll after, say, a week of beta. Because people might have come in, so one of you quoted earlier something like 9 billion credits or whatever it was to get a clipper to Jacques or whatever. But it strikes me that maybe having played with the ship transfer stuff for a week, maybe people's views on whether it should be instant or delayed, would change. It just seemed an odd time to do a poll to me, given that we were only 2 weeks away from beta.
I suspect the reason they did that is they could tell that the way that the wind was blowing with regards to people wanting a delay, and by doing that, and by the poll was quite short. It was only over a weekend, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was over a couple of days.
Yeah, and then that then gave them enough time to actually get it implemented in time for the beta, in time for us to play with both the money and the duration aspect of it, so then we can tweak them both, I guess. Maybe.
Yeah. But also having the poll early means they can actually then implement the changes in time for beta, which they've obviously done, so that's good. I'm just going to have to go and check on Screaming Child.
Okay. I'm looking in the livery slots just now as well, and I see we have something called the weapon color modifier.
Yeah, I noticed that, and it says buy extras, doesn't it? So you can
of course it does.
Have pink lasers. Or...
Who wouldn't pay? I want rainbow lasers. Damn it.
So maybe. Yeah.
I've also noticed as Java, I'm having the back problem as well, but we can click on the top stuff, the breadcrumbs, to go back and forth as well. So the back button doesn't work, but the breadcrumbs do seem to work.
Oh, that's useful to know.
And I saw somebody nastily did a Photoshop of the buy game extras, and it said ship name.
Yes, I noticed that.
When I saw that, I got very excited, and then I was like, "You cheeky monkey, just photoshopping that in."
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, that I thought that was a little out of order.
That would have been a nice surprise.
I would have been very, very happy and excited to see that. But anyway, right, Jarvis, have you accepted my wing invite?
I've just been dropped out to the main menu.
Oh, have you? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, when you get back in, if you want to throw me a wing invite, then you can laugh at me trying to get this thing out,
as it were. Because there's no guarantee we'll be instanced if you're in the station and I'm in the station. That's not going to help.
We might not be in the same station. Well, we'll find out.
I'll tell you what I'll do. If I'm not in the same station as you, I will jump out and jump back in and I will go and loiter by the...
Yeah, and then hopefully we'll be... Yeah, that makes sense.
I was just going to see while we're in here whether or not... Because one of the things I'm quite interested in with these new passenger missions, I got the impression from somebody else's screenshot that you can actually can you take a passenger mission? Yeah, so even though I'm not any kind of passenger ship, I can take individuals. So this guy here, Dennis Gilliam, show us the universe, Commander. He he does not react well to danger. If I didn't react well to danger, I wouldn't wear that hat. Anyway. So does not hull damage will dramatically reduce passenger satisfaction. Laid back, delays are unlikely to affect passenger satisfaction. Low value target, passenger is unlikely to be sought by hostile forces. Neutral, performing illegal actions will slightly reduce. Demanding, highly likely to make demands while on board. Shall I take him on board? And maybe if we jump out and go somewhere, I'll turn off crime reporting and you can shoot me up a bit. And we'll see how unhappy we can get this
that could be
passenger.
fun, yes. Okay, that sounds fun, because I can try out my fighter while I'm doing that.
Oh, hang on, no, I do need some sort of cabin class. Even though it's offering me the mission.
You need cabins that says minimum.
You need a basic
cabin
cabin.
economy.
Yeah, I thought maybe if it was an individual person, they just maybe loitered around the cockpit
rattle
or
around
something.
your car. They're not May. They're not going to get a hammock in your cargo bay, man. They're a little bit more demanding than that.
They've got a passenger count of 2, so you're not just the not just one person. Because obviously you need 2 cabins there. So obviously he's taking his partner around.
So it's that kind of cruise, is it?
Dirty weekend at a
It depends how much booze you bring on your cruise, doesn't it?
I want to go and get some.
I want to dive into the sun.
So where's this wings ring request, Ben?
I did say you send me one, but I can send you one if you wish.
I've been issued with a permit for the Sirius system. Is that new?
Yeah, I got one of them.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm assuming. Don't know where it is, but yeah, I got one. Okay, we're in.
Are we in the same? Oh, we're in the same.
That is the question.
Yeah.
Oh, are we?
I think so.
I'm returning to the surface. We'll find out.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm now in a keelback, so I'm just going to see about buying a couple of things. So let's have a look at. I'm going to sneeze. Hopefully you didn't hear that. Right.
No.
Internal. So where would I put a passenger bay and a fighter?
A passenger bay is a optional internal.
Optional internal.
And I think the same for fighter bays.
Can you still put passenger bays in a non-passenger ship then?
Yes.
Oh, you can.
They're just normal modules. Put your fighter bay in first, Chris, because the fighter bays seem to be more specific slots than the passenger bays.
Okay, so what size do we reckon we need for it?
I think the fighter, the smallest fighter I saw was size 5.
Well, that's not going to leave a keelback with much space, is it?
Oh no, but you got a fighter in there instead.
Yeah, well, okay. Beggars can't be choosers. Okay.
No, yeah.
I can't see it unless it's AFMS. Is it AFMS?
What? Looking for what?
What's AFMS? Auto
That's
Field
the-
Maintenance Unit. Okay,
Yes.
ignore that.
It's called fighter bay or something like that. It's under
Oh,
S,
fighter hangers.
anyway.
Sorry, I'm blind.
Don't
Okay,
worry, I was
so I've got a 5E fighter hanger. Buy it and fit it in the slot. Their words, not mine. Don't mind me. And there's a 5E cargo rack. Let's put that in. I just want to see exactly what we can get out of this keelback. Because actually the default keelback is quite inefficient. It's all filled with cargo racks that are smaller than the slots they're put in.
I think that's quite standard, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's not just the Quebec that does that. It's
Okay.
everything that takes a.
So I've got 40
class 5
tons.
slot, it gives you a class 4.
Yeah,
Huzzah.
I've got 40 tons of cargo now with a fighter blade as well. So what's the...
Do you have a passenger cabin?
Passenger cabins are
Or not?
4, so I'm going to need to lose the other cargo rack. So with a
Right.
fighter bay and a passenger bay, I'm basically going to have an internal cargo capacity of 8 tons.
Okay.
Oh no, I've got other things I can do. That's fine. Let's have a look then. Passenger cabins. So I can get here. What have we got? We've got economy class passenger cabin, business class, or first class.
Well, I think Thane would probably most likely be having economy class, wouldn't he?
Pack 'em in. Well, it's interesting actually because it's not just the cost or the durability. The economy class passenger cabin gives you a capacity for 8 people. Business class gives you a capacity for 4 people, and first class gives you a capacity for 2 people. So that's quite interesting.
sense.
That it's basically it's the same size unit, but actually it's
More,
it's just
more
12.
legroom.
And actually the
Oh,
little diagrams that show you what the rooms look like are really nice. I'll confess I've not been into outfitting since Horizons. I didn't go in 2.1. I've not really upgraded my ship at all. Are these little diagrams showing you the components? Is that a new thing to this, or is that or has that been in there already?
No, that was in 2.1, I think.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
that
anyway,
wasn't good.
these images of the cabins are quite nice. So the economy class one is basically like a Japanese pod hotel, like in Fifth Element, where they just climb into like a tube.
Yeah.
So that's economy. Business class is a sort of, I don't know, looks like a sort of Premier Inn room or
Small
something like that.
passenger cabin, yeah.
Yeah, and the first class one looks like, I don't know, to be honest, it looks the same as business class but with less furniture.
The luxury class one, I've got a luxury class
Ooh.
one, and that, if you look in that, it's actually got stairs and things like that going up. So there's,
Oh, nice.
you know,
Is that the
Yeah,
VIP
you only get
exclusive?
that's the VIP one. Yeah.
Is that a 5 or a 4?
that. Yeah,
It's
you only get,
I've got a 5B luxury class passenger cabin.
Yeah, these ones, it's only
yeah, but
offering
you
me
only
4s.
get them on the. Yeah, you only get them on the actual passenger
On
liners.
the
So the
Beluga,
Orca
cool.
and the Beluga will have those available to them, and no one else will.
Yeah.
That's quite cool. And so you can actually mix and match the different passenger cabins you have. One of the things it'd be worth you trying, Ben, although we won't be able to show it on the Twitch, is if you install multiple passenger cabins, when you take on passengers, do you then assign them to a cabin?
I'm not sure.
Because I'm not going to be able to do that.
I-
So that'd be an interesting
yeah.
thing to report back on. I'm going to go middle of the
I've
road.
gone off and I've got a first class passenger cabin. I've got 2 business class, and I've got a luxury class as well, just to give me a bit of everything.
Okay, I have a choice
in-
of
in my
fighters.
Beluga.
Does
You do?
anybody who plays CQC want to advise me on which of these fighters I should buy?
well-
There's the GU-97, there's the F-63 Condor, and there's the Taipan.
Go for the Taipan. It's new.
The Taipan is the new one, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I like the
Yeah,
look of that
that's,
one, yeah.
That's the new one.
And there's
Looks like
different
a Star Fury
builds.
from Babylon 5.
Yeah, there's different builds. So we've got the Aegis F is 2 fixed pulse, 1 point defense. The Rogue F is 2 fixed plasma and 1 chaff. Rogue G has gimbal pulse and chaff, and Gelid F has fixed beam and heat sink. So that one's a bit tougher. So let's go. Let's go fixed pulse and point defense. I don't want them to be taken out by
Missiles.
the first missile that comes along. Absolutely. Okay.
Just wondering, what do you guys think about the fact it's all loadouts, like fixed loadouts, as opposed to here's my fighter, and then I go into an outfitting screen for my fighter?
Well, at the moment, I mean, I'm okay with the fixed loadouts because I actually really quite like them in CQC because just grab what you want and go. I think the fixed loadouts is probably a good idea for the moment to stop people max minning because,
What's wrong with min-maxing your fighters?
well, at the moment, I think they want to keep the balance between the fighters and the ships monitored.
yeah.
We might change those things after the beta, but at the moment I think they just want things so that they've got a baseline of data.
That makes a lot of sense. I will agree there. Marshall?
I agree. Yeah, and the old mix and
Yeah.
matching, it just adds a bit of extra flavour to it, doesn't it? So yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think it's a bit of a shame that I can't say. I would like to have a proper outfitting screen for my fighter, but I think I agree with what you're saying, Colin. That these give them a set data point to play with.
Well, they're going to need them because basically
Yeah.
that's the whole point of the beta, isn't it? I mean, whether or not they choose to change that at a later point, see how the feedback from the beta goes, because they are the ships. They are probably balanced for the moment, and then just the thought of being able to start of unbalancing them, if you like, by minning and maxing, that might be a bit too much for the moment.
Yeah. I mean, I think just having the 3 ships is nice. That you can mix and match which ships you like, and going into kind of too much minning and maxing, as you say, might push things over. Yeah, because you don't know how imbalanced the ships may or may not be, because everyone may just use the Type A and forget about the other 2 because it's supposed to be the strongest ship. So yeah.
But isn't it also the slowest one as well?
It's the slowest and most unmaneuverable of the 3.
Yeah.
I think the Condor is the fastest, and the Taipan is but the Imperial one. What's the Imperial one called?
I think isn't it just the Imperial fighter?
I remember seeing it somewhere called a Hunter or something like that. But those ships are supposed to be the most maneuverable. I know that they seem to be quite popular in CQC, as Crash is always killing me when I'm in one. But
When you're in one, or when he's in one?
When he's in one and I'm flying a Condor, the Condor always seems to not be able to match the turn. But yeah, moving on. But of course, the flight behaviors of these fighters are different from they are in CQC. I'd be interested to see, what that's like.
No. When you finally manage to download the game, you can.
I'm raising bug report after
I
that.
can't get back into it.
And there
Sorry,
we go.
Colin.
Sugar.
What's wrong, mates?
Oh, it's done it again. It's now saying I've got 10 days before it's updated. Oh dear.
Yeah, that sounds so good. Yeah.
Oh dear. So you guys, I'll hand over to your difference. I mean, going through the rest of the release note, I mean, it's absolutely massive. But a lot of people have jumped on a couple of things already. I mean, one of them being mysterious things added.
I saw that. And it's just like,
Yeah.
Okay.
And isn't the biological entities added as well?
Yeah, biological entities added as well.
and they're doing persistent points of interest as well. So if you find something, maybe a mysterious object, you can actually say to everyone, look, come to here, to these coordinates, and that mysterious object, whatever they are, will still be there, which I think is quite nice, because that's something that always bugged me about you finding stuff outside of the barnacles. You find a crash site or something. Most, 99% of the time, it's just your instance, isn't it? It's not persistent. So having some persistency there, I think, is quite nice.
Yeah. How far away is there? Are there any neutron stars near the bubble, or have I messed up by leaving Jax and I won't see any neutron stars now?
There's some down near Maya.
Okay, that's still quite a way away then. Yeah.
If you're in an asp, you could probably do it in 10 jumps. 12.
Okay, yeah. Oh, I'm not there just now, but okay, I'll worry about that later.
So I'm just trying to work out. Oh, is it? I can't get this passenger mission. Is it actually just because my reputation with the faction isn't high enough?
I don't know. What's it saying?
It says if it comes up with a thing that says minimum reputation friendly, does that mean you don't have enough reputation?
You're locked. Yeah.
Right. Okay. I was expecting it to be in red for some reason because everything else is in red.
Okay.
But I've got some people here.
Chris,
that will
do you want to?
Yeah, I'm going to launch.
Cool.
I've got
I'm gonna
some.
launch and see if you can see me, and then
I've got some passengers, and I have a fighter.
Cool. I'm sitting outside, so hopefully you'll be able to see me.
Okay,
But
I'll
if
have a
not,
look
then let me know. I am.
Have a look round.
Sorry, I'm just
Oh.
watching someone trying and failing to get into the docking bay.
Oh, we might not be in the
That
same
looks like
instance.
There's an
is that you?
anaconda leaving just now.
There's a
There's-
beluga liner,
I'm-
Laffelrog.
No, that's not me. Oh, that's Ed Lewis, isn't it? Oh, no, I'm sorry. Okay, I am. You know the UFO on the underside of the exit.
Oh dear, I'm going to just deploy
Yeah.
hard points.
Don't fire.
No, I'm trying to remember what my key binding is for selecting a wing buddy as a target.
I think it's 7, 8, and 9 if I remember correctly.
Oh, I've got a low wake for you.
Okay.
Oh no, hang on. Or maybe are you inside your pad at the moment?
I am inside. Yes.
Oh, okay,
I'm out on the dock. I'm outside on the docking bay, but I'm not.
Well, I can't see you, but anyway, I'll go and fly.
Okay,
and see
so
what
if you
happens.
jump out, if you leave and then jump back in again, you'll hopefully be in my instance.
Yeah, just bear in mind I'm not used to the keelback, so this could go really badly wrong.
Yeah. So do you know how to bind yourself to my? Just navlock to me, so when you jump out, you'll jump straight back in again.
Yeah.
And hopefully you'll be able to see me then. And obviously this is excellent radio for everyone.
Yeah. Yeah, just say I'm not editing this one.
No. Oh, I edit his top and tail. Yeah. Sorry, podcast listeners.
So yeah, in terms of problems, it does seem to have been. I mean, it's been not a trouble-free day in terms of installing the beta and getting people into game. But actually, in their usual way, Frontier have responded to things really quickly, and managed to. I mean, they got a 2.1 release out by 7 p.m, which fixed the problem I was having getting into the game. And yeah, they've done several server restarts, so they do seem to be. I think actually it's better than an awful lot of the perhaps betas we've had in the past. I mean, we've had some that haven't even been released until 9 or 10 o'clock in the evening, so they're definitely...
I think
there was some
wasn't the-
delayed a couple of days.
yeah, and there's some wasn't the one that was like out at about 5 past midnight or something like that.
I don't know, there was one where they said it will be out week commencing and they wouldn't commit themselves to
Aye.
an actual...
They wouldn't even commit themselves to a day.
Yeah.
Right? Can you
I can see you.
see me or my? Okay. I'll launch.
I'm heading for the door.
And if you head, okie dokie. So you can point and laugh.
It's smaller than the Anaconda, though, isn't it? The Beluga, didn't they say?
No.
Apparently, it's longer.
Oh, okay.
It's also wider because of the wings.
Yeah.
Okay. I should get in front. I'm kind of thinking I want to get in
Okay.
front of the door, but not too in front of the door.
You probably do. Yeah. I'm right. I can see you now, as it were.
Are we going to have
Okay.
a cow type explosion?
Okay. Are you ready?
I think so. I might be able to get a slightly better camera angle, but just try not to hit me on the
I've
way
been
out.
told.
Actually, you
I
can.
remember watching. Oh, hello, Chris. I can see you.
Hello. Oh, it's a thing of beauty, and very well handled, Ben. That was a takeoff to be proud of.
It was. I can be happy with that.
Okay, let's come around and take a good close-up look at your undercarriage, Ben.
Well, hey. Excuse me. There we go.
So-
Let me just get that down for you then.
So, does it have any hard points, or does it have?
I do.
Do you have weapons? Okay,
Yep,
well let's
I've got some turrets and I've got my landing gear down as well.
let's have a look at you. Oh, that's kind of cute. Okay, put the undercarriage away.
I've got to come out of debug cam so I can do that. Undercarriage away.
Oh, that's nice.
Ooh,
Yeah.
big
Why?
pads.
What's it doing?
It's very cute. It's just the way it's kind of got a nice folding animation of the the wheels kind of curling up to fold into the kind of quite smooth body, and it's got like quite a nice little case around it that sort of closes them off. So from the outside, it's quite seamless. And then just deploy them again, because I wasn't in position to see them come out.
Okay, I'll put them out in a second. So here they come. So that's them out now.
Yeah, they're nice. They're like Robotech feet. If anyone's ever seen the Robotech anime, they kind of look like
You are showing your age right now.
What's wrong with Robotech? Anyway. Okay, so where are your hard points? Are they underneath the craft, or are they on the front by the cockpit?
I've got there's some up above, some down below.
Okay,
So let me just put my landing gear away, and you can see my guns coming in and out. If you get a bit closer, maybe. They're only up to...
Sorry, I was just going to say, how many hard points has it got?
There's 5 hard points on it, but they're all only class 2. So on a ship this size, they will look absolutely teeny tiny. So that's them coming out now.
Oh yeah, very subtle. Very subtle. I'll
so
just do a little fly past and have a look at them.
And if you go around the front of the screen, you'll see. I do think they've done the LaveCon logo very nicely on it.
I think
I've got that on my front nose.
See how close I can get without hitting you. Well, actually, just hit you. I'm not too concerned.
Are you okay? No, thanks.
Where is it?
Do you want me to?
Hang on, no, I'm just looking for the LaveCon.
It's right on my nose.
Right on the nose. I seem to be casting a weird shadow on you. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's nice.
I think they've done a nice job of that. I saw that when I was in the landing bay.
Absolutely.
Right. Do you want to get underneath and I'll launch a fighter?
Okay. It's the weirdest offer I've had today, but let's do it. Okay, so let's just have a little look-see here of what we've got. So I can see the SRV bay. I think one of these must be the SRV and one of these must be the fighter, so I'm not 100% sure which. It looks to me a bit like the fighter might be the smaller one. But I'll just back off so I can see.
Let me know
both.
when you're in position.
Yeah, do it, deploy it, and we'll have a look what happens.
Okay, ready?
Go for it.
Here, I'm coming out. Deploy. Why can't I deploy?
No luck?
Maybe I'm too far away. I don't. I have a feeling we're not allowed to deploy near stations.
Let's go
if I remember
somewhere.
Correctly.
Let's go somewhere.
I'm sure I'm going totally by memory here.
Yeah, you could be be right.
Oh, it's a nice engine sound when you boost.
Yeah, I've got the game muted.
I think the best thing of this cockpit over the Anaconda cockpit is that it doesn't have pieces of wire dangling from the roof.
That has always irked me when you look up. Is that never got any
Why?
cable ties or anything?
Yeah.
Such an expensive ship.
I know. Right, I'm jumping into hyperspace now, into supercruise now.
Oh, okay. You could have warned me.
I did.
I thought I had Nevlock on you. Why didn't I go with you? Oh, did you not have beacon?
I do have a beacon down, I believe. But I see there's something here called Pilots Federation Secrecy.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. That's the tourist beacon for.
Okay. Well, I'm going to jump into that then, I guess.
Okay, drop on that, and then I'll hopefully I'll drop on you.
Hopefully you will, as it were. Coming in. And dropping down now.
Yep. Oh no, being...
Oh, you being interdicted.
Yeah. Who's that? Oh, it's a blooming...
I would come and help.
It's an actual player.
Oh, God's sake.
Boring.
I would come and help you, but I'm not in a position to do so.
That's alright.
See, if only Marshall were in game, we'd be, he'd be here in his like kick-ass Corvette and things like that.
Yeah.
Can't get in.
Do you think it's polite to say to a player, fuck off on broadcasting?
You can try it. Come on, Chris, you can escape him. Come on.
Well, I do seem to be heading to a planet to escape him.
I think you escaped, didn't you?
I did, but I've actually managed to fly into a planet in the process. Actually, Sal's made a very good point. Sal's made a good point. I should have let him interdict me and then deployed the fighter and see what happens.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Oh well, these things happen.
Yeah.
So, what is this Pilots Federation secrecy?
It is a what's this? Oh God! It's the tourist beacon which tells you all about the Founders World.
Okay, that's nice then.
Yeah.
Does it mention liquor and things like that in it or not?
No, it's not that. It's all about it's in-game
pure
lore stuff.
in-game.
So it's all about the Elite Federation of Pilots and how this is their original training center or something, and this is a system they control, but it's shrouded in secrecy, something like that.
Okay. I thought that Lave Academy was one of their original training centers.
I can't honestly remember what it said. If you go up to the beacon and lock it, you'll get a little message in your inbox, and it'll tell you all about it.
Okay, that you just dropped in on me. Hello.
Yep. Hello.
All right. Let me know when you have assumed the position again, and I will let my fighter go.
Okay.
Actually, I'll rotate round so my undercarriage is in the sun as well. Actually, I think I'm already in that.
Yeah,
I'm already in a good position, actually, aren't I? Yeah.
Okay, so someone was telling me in chat that the small box underneath your craft is the cargo scoop.
Okay, that makes sense.
So it might just be that the SRV bay and the fighter bay are actually one in the same. We'll see.
Okay, you ready?
Go for it.
Okay, I'm kind of excited now.
I know.
Deploy. And okay, I'm going to take the helm.
Oh, you've got little spinning discs on the bottom of the ship.
Ooh.
Oh, because you've taken the helm, your AI pilot is flying your beluga off.
Oh,
there you go.
Oh, that's sweet.
So let's see what your ship does in your absence.
I think it should be following me around.
It's doing a bit of a crazy Ivan. God, he's all over the place. What kind of pilot did you hire?
She's meant to be expert.
Fair enough.
Okay, so
maybe just trying to evade me or something.
I meant to be able to control her sometime. Okay, so orders. Here we go. So I can give Adeline, who is an expert pilot, the option to defend me, attack my target, engage at will, or maintain formation. Follow me, which is what's currently on. Hold position, or I can switch. So if I go to defend me, and then she'll maybe not crash into you so much. Oh, that's nice. She also talks to you while she's... Oh, what was that?
That was me launching.
Oh, that was you coming out.
Whee!
Is she talking to you with voice, or is it text?
Yeah, I got a
It's
voice thing saying doing stuff.
Oh, wow.
Whee!
So I should have a look at my ship, actually. Sorry. Yes, totally. Oh, there's other things dropping in as well.
It's another player. Someone's come to see us.
Hello.
Commander Shepard.
And they're in a Fed fighter.
Nice. Have we got I don't think we've got headlights on these fighters. I'll tell you what though.
Yes, we do have headlights.
Do we? Well, I can't see mine. Let's have a look then from outside.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do. I was going to have a look at my ship. That's you.
I can't see anything.
Oh, I've noticed one bug already.
What's that?
For me at least, your wing scale has totally dropped.
Yeah, I saw that.
Down,
The
it's
UI on the
absolutely
cockpit's
teeny
not right.
Yeah, and my cockpit one's large. So I want to have a look and I'm going to tell my ship to just hold position.
Okay.
Orders, hold position. Thank you.
It's interesting as well that when your pilot is in command of your ship, it actually goes to a filled contact, like it's an NPC, rather than a holo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I think they mentioned that they did that deliberately so that you and I could know who's in, whether it's the human or whether it's the AI who is in our ship.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Which makes perfect sense. You know, it lets you know that, okay, well, I need to be wary of the fighter, for example.
Yeah, that's cool.
That is...
It's a nice little thing.
Yeah, these things are a lot of fun to fly around. Right, shall I try docking this thing?
Yeah, I'm just wondering what options I've got from here. So helm,
Best docking,
switch.
there we go.
So I can just swap. I can swap straight back to my ship.
You can swap straight back to your ship, but I want to try docking this thing. Okay, so when you dock, I've got like the tunnel. Like I've got a holographic tunnel to come in
Oh,
on.
yeah.